Hi reception. Welcome back to Home Learning with Mrs. Keegan. Sorry about the light, it's not great tonight. Now, I thought we'd go over our new tricky words. I'm going to post them on the learning log this week. But before we do, let's practice our tricky words from last week. Now, are you ready? When I show them, I want you to shout it out as quick as you can. Oh, well, that's no good. That wasn't very good. I did it the wrong way round. Mrs. Keegan, what are you doing? Where've they gone? Ah, here we go. I do this in class all the time as well, don't I? That's one of our new words. Shh. Now, we have done all these words, so we're just revising them because I can't be with you. Are we ready? Shout them out. Aye. Next one. The. Next one. He. Remember, that's the tricky bit. There's only one air. And this rhymes with he. Whoops, all my stuff falling. She. And the next one. Me. We. And the last one, be. Bravo, but you got all them right. Now, this week's tricky words, give you a sneaky preview. You have done all these, so mums and dads, they do know the words. I just thought we'll revise them. So these ones are a little bit of a mix-up. Are we ready? Are we ready? What do you think that word is? That's right, this is one of our tricky words. Remember we used to do on our PowerPoint in the morning. Ah, can you say that? Ah. Let's stick this on my board. There we go. I'm not getting the hang of this, am I? Ah, can you see? Oops, there we go. I'm a bit like those weather people, pointing in wrong directions. The next one is really tricky as well. All, and that's the tricky one because that makes it oh. You think it's a oh, but it's actually a, and that's why it's tricky. It's not or, it's not or, or, it's just or. It's got two so we don't say we just so that's all. Let's stick that one on. You see that now? And a new one, you love this one. I'm going back over all of them. This is a tricky word. Was. Can somebody tell mummies and daddies why this word is tricky? Which letter is tricky? Do you remember? It's this one, isn't it? Because it when we sound it out, it's oh. So it feels like a oh. But it's not. It's actually, you write it as a So that's why it's tricky. Was. So let's put that one in. Another one. Two. And this is tricky because it sounds like a ooh, ooh. That digraph, but there's actually only one. It's a bit like the E last week. We only wrote one of them, one of the sounds. It's actually two. We only write one in this word. Two. And there's a word, but I can't find the card for it, that goes with two. What do you think this one is? Can you see it? Can you see that? If that's two, this is do. And our last one, we're on to our yellow words. And we've done this one as well, not for very long. It's that. Can you see it? It's said. Now, why is this tricky? Does anyone know why this is tricky? It's this bit in the middle. This makes a like a eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan. No, and you actually write it like this, with an a and an it, but it makes an sound. Ed, said. So that's why it's tricky. There's a reason why these words are called tricky words. So that's the tricky word. So I pop it there, can you see it? So those are our tricky words of the day. Let's go over them again. Are, all, was, to, do, and said. Those are our tricky words. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tricky words to be able to read today, but I would like you then to try and spell them as well. It's a bit more than we usually do, and I would love to see you writing in your yellow book, and I know there's lots of you doing lovely work in your yellow books, your home learning books, but if you could choose, you don't have to choose them all, choose, say 2 of the words and write them in a sentence. What could we do? Let's have a little think. What could we think? We could write, we are, we've got 2 words, all at home. So how many words in that sentence? Let's think about it. We are all at home. 5 words in that